Actually heading towards the ladder and focusing
Shadows.
towards the players up there.
Shadows. They thought they jumped around and avoided main entrance, but Stan saw one shadow and they were already ready for it with a pinch position. You said it. If they can find a pistol, they've got something in this. Unfortunately, that's going to be easier said than done because they've lost the man advantage that they had. It's back to a 2-on-2, but Stanislav finds Device, and Zippix, clutch minister as we know him, is going to have to do all the work with the Glock, not with the bomb either. This was an interesting call and well struck by compLexity to shut it down.
Nothing in Stanislaw now. They've got the control of the bomb. Zippix, aware of that factor, he has no armor, just to note. He brought up, I think, the PT-50 for Glaive, perhaps. We'll see. But he's got to recover the bomb, get a kill, and potentially a plant as well. Ideally gets that USP, but that would give his position away. Those shots already do that. Making his way closer now. Looking for mistakes to be made. Will he be able to grab the bomb and get out of there? That's another question altogether. At this point, nothing will actually take him down, in a clinical manner there. Cracked open things outside as a dink comes out. I think that was Deft actually hit Glaive at that distance and does a ton of damage. He has no helmet, so he pays the price in that department. Dupree has actually got himself downstairs with the AK. He managed to get past the outside smokes, AK downstairs, and he's hoping he can catch a CT in transition here.
Little pre-fire, why not, from Device, just hoping to get someone in behind the vents. They are approaching outside, no one out there, despite having the weapon advantage. They're going to give it up. So oftentimes you'll see someone go with a rifle there because that is the most open position and where you'd have typically the most open advantage. Dupree, he just got underneath completely. We missed it, but he's actually already lurking in from the bottom side of the ramp. The AK in hand, he's now got two. He's followed it up on a Def as well.
There it is. Dupree's backstab with the AK. He pointed out is looking very successful. 2 kills with it, nothing. Drops down the vents. He's going to get maybe 1 frag out of this, but almost no chance of winning out. He's got 19 HP. And this play from Dupree was sensational. I was watching his progress down towards lower. He managed to get towards the radio room, and then he had to break the window there. He waited for his teammate to throw a lot of grenades and footsteps towards ramp before he actually broke the window. That took all the attention away. He comes up, backstabs 2, and that's going to be Astralis answering back of a gamble play there.
See how Glaive approaches this as well with the MP9. So Astralis showing off how they're so capable of working the map. Remember, that's one thing they're exceptional at, is getting control of lower, getting control of secret, forcing the CTs out of position. It's the T side that defines them, as it often is for good nuke teams. It separates the men from the boys. It's Def. Decent damage to start it off, but he is forced off the angle. He'll back away. I love our radar on this map because you can clearly identify that he is the only one downstairs at this point, but he's not the only one that could get there. They still have position on ramp available to Ricky. He can rotate quickly. But Shazam on the scout. He's already given up that he has it. They're going to nade toward him, and Dupree's holding the angle. Brilliantly done again. The man with the AK last round gets another kill with it this time.
But he's managed to do at least some damage, Shazam, that is. Glaive and Magiska low, but is that going to be enough? Pistols will be ready to take down the softened up players, but Dupree heads towards the ramp. Looks clean for now. Damage done towards, I believe, the player at the top of the ladder there. Heard some ticks. As Astralis head towards lower. How much presence do we have down there on the CT side? None at all. You can see in the top left of your screens right now, we have the radar showing the upper and lower bomb sites. So now Def has rotated through towards the vents, so he's the only player showing up on the other radar right now. He can't deny that plan, and that should be the round.
Should be indeed. Stan not able to do anything with it, has Dupree hunting him down as well. Nothing's got Device. Keep that in mind. There's a story for everyone. We said it. He is standing in. He's become the mercenary, but he's got a massive fanfare, and for good reason. In fact, he's had more camera time than most players at this major because he's on that commercial doing his lovely flash dance.
Yeah, and his face is all over the place in this building as well.
That's true. He's got a beautiful face, so let's not be too upset by that. They'll close it out. Nothing in Stanislaw go down. Def does get away, but it's only the MP9 that he gets, so it's not an AK-47 carried over. And it'll go 2-1 to Astralis, taking back the lead. Ooh, with that MP9, though, that's going to give him a bit more money. He can't run forward to get the other AK.
I'm sure he'll be communicating that to his teammates as he makes his way towards the heaven position. They're actually going to head towards lower. Device lying in wait, waiting to take players down towards the vent position. First kill comes in, he goes down to 1 HP though, and he knows he has to get out of there. Unfortunately for him, Def is waiting for the flank. Shouldn't have too much impact though. If anything, Def is going to save that Krieg. While the rest of them try and hold the T's on the bomb site and go for an exit kill here.
So not to mention that Astralis have a 100% win record on Nuke. They also have a 100% win record on Cash currently. They don't play it as frequently.
It's their pretty much their go-to veto, right? So when they can play it, but they don't usually like to. So I guess they probably play like 4 or 5 times maybe this
Yeah,
lineup.
I didn't see the total stats.
So
It's hard to dig through HLTV on the phone while doing this, but yeah, still impressive.
it would have been like maybe some Pro League games that would have come through, but it's Def.
And maybe a couple of the best of 5s as well, right?
Yeah.
Because they would have played quite a few of those last year. But yes, Def does get on the board with 2 kills. That's Device and Magisk going down. Still, though, they've got lots of money. Device, in fact, has enough to go to an op should he elect to do so. And that's what Glave's trying to do now with the smokes.
Flashes over, Dupree trying to send the AWP packing, but taking all bullets, and it will be Def to strike first. Opening kill for compLexity. And now Magisk trying to answer back. Def shouldn't really be peeking that again. He's got 44 HP. They've got the advantage. They just want to hold on to that.
Just waiting for anyone to show themselves outside. Def has stayed hidden since taking that initial damage. No one inside of ramp room as we see it right now. The rotation's gone off toward the bottom side of Heaven. Shazam is there with the AWP. And the rotation already underneath is Ricky. He's got the Krieg, remember, but he's watching towards Secret. So the fact of the matter is they can sneak down ramp at this point in time, and Glave's already cleared to control. Shazam flashes it. And he can still repeat this with the AWP, but that's... Oh, he's going to go up the ladder. I was going to say, that's a bold move to try and do right now with no one to flash him in, having already thrown one. And Ricky, this all falls on him at this point. I'm very surprised they gave up Astralis, gave ramp to Astralis so easily, having the opening pick against Dupree as well. But Ricky gets one. Bomb didn't fall down, unfortunately for him. And when he steps out, Glaive is already inside of the door because, again, he was in control for so long. Keeps his head down, and Def walks back into it. I'm surprised he gets away with that, but does he? It's traded by Stan. Bomb planted. It's still the man advantage for compLexity, but no kits.
And here it comes. Will the double kill come through? Not quite yet. Device still has a Molotov. He's going to try and deploy that towards the end of the round. Zipex protecting him for now from the wall banks here. He's very vulnerable up there, and they will take him down in the end. That's the utility threat taken away. CTs are no smoke at this point. They're still going to struggle as they're up against one of the world's best in these sort of scenarios. And now Shazam touches the bomb. Remember, no kit. And Zipex is just enjoying this. He knows he's won the round. It's all done. And Shazam, he'll actually go down with a blast at this point as well. What's he up to? He'll go for a desperate play towards it. He knows he had no chance there whatsoever. Did what he could.
They gave up ramp doing it, and then boom, they're all over the lower site.
Just to confirm, while we've got this eco ahead of us, NIP just took down NRG 16-14 on Nuke. So that sounded like a great game. Both teams well versed on the map, and it went right down to the wire, around 30, as this full eco looks like it'll be quite one-sided, I'm afraid. Astralis looking to fight 5-1, and this is the scoreline we had to avoid on the compLexity side. On their CT forces, they had to have this scoreline in their favor. This actually looks like it's going to be a very difficult recovery. If they get 5 rounds at this point, they'll be happy with it because it's really not looking good. The loss bonus starting to get up there. This will be maximum going to the next round. It was Shazam on the AWP in that first gun round. They have got 2 AWPers there, but it seems like Shazam will be warding on this particular map. Actually, with wallbang damage, successful. Glaive is doing a lot. He doesn't have to find these kills either.
Zeus. Oh, he got it. Glaive goes down. At least something to smile about, but there's not much else to because 5-1 make it 6 for Astralis. Excuse me, 5. It went to kills. Changed it already.
Very difficult to have massive impact as an AWP on Nuke. Like, if you get 1 pick to open things up and you stay alive, that's a success in its own right. Device has been tagged up. I think legged by Shazam. Down to 14 HP. But it doesn't matter too much Nuke. If you're the AWPer especially, just holding these tight angles, looking to challenge, and it will be Shazam to strike first. He takes down Dupree. As the flashes come through, Def has got a low HP Device in front of him. That gives him his position now.
Def goes back, knowing one's there, but Magisk 1 step ahead and gets the kill onto him. His 3rd kill of the game. Shazam's trying to find that angle just to get in position to find him again because he's gone by. Shazam is all over it, but not quite in the right spot at all at this point. Again, they put Glaive downstairs in secret inside of the stairs. He'll wait for Zipex to join, and so too now will Device on 14 HP.
They've got one CT player down there. It's going to be Ricky this time. He is actually on the bomb site floor with the AUG. He has one flashbang to defend his ensuing T-side players. They're going to open that door any second now. If Ricky nails the first shot, no problem. If he doesn't, though, he's in trouble because they're going to sandwich him in just like that. And with Device in the vents, he's more than happy to hold this. He'll wait for them to drop down now. Keep it on Device. There we go. They're not going to go for him, the looks of things, as he'll take down nothing. And that should be the end of the round. He can't even consider dropping down.
They're just so solid, aren't they? I mean, even when Ricky gets the shot off, he's been rotating off ramp so much. Second he misses, boom, door open, you called it. And he knew it too. He turned around, he's like, ah, great.
Yeah, he had to hit an instant kill there. That's such a, awkward position to be in, especially with a solo player. If you had, one smoke or even an incendiary, you'd think, okay, he can play this. But unless he gets the insta kill there, he was always going to go down. And great adaptation there from Device. The fact he knows, I'm low HP right now, but how can I stay alive and be impactful here? If I hold the vent, if they drop down, insta-kill for me, they're not going to even get any damage off. So, nice position for him to be in. He cuts off Jordan, and it will be 6-1 Astralis. He pushes forward towards the CT boxes here. He needs to be very careful indeed, as Def looks like he might be going down. There's Ricky, who does give up the frag, and Device takes down the Orber as well. You can see them discussing on screen right now. Def is just... Honestly, well, what can I do? I'm holding ramp here, guys. Everyone's dropping. With the advances we've gathered, got to stop challenging. Got to try and use our numbers in our favor instead of going for more and more frags.
Advantage again to Astralis, nothing. Smoke down inside of Hut, aware of the situation that they're going to be wrapping in behind on Heaven. Doesn't want to overcommit to pushing into Hut, though, because smartly Astralis is anchoring that as well. So completely surrounding upper. Again, Astralis so good at utilizing outside and lower. They have Heaven. The players upstairs, normally they have the advantage holding the upper side. Now they've got both sides to cover off. Nothing reads it, though, and he has the bomb.
That's a weird one from Zipex. He alone walking into the heart. Luckily, his teammates are there to recover the situation. Maybe could have timed that a bit better to actually make sure he survived. But it's either way, they're trading out kills. It's Stanislaw now who goes down to 8 HP. Def will have to join, and they've got no utility. And one player that's pretty much removed from the equation. So it's up to Def, really. What can he get done here? He's got a flash. Now Molotov out of position. That's a nightmare for him. He's had to run through these flames. It works out.
He's done it. It nearly caught them off. He's got it down to a one-on-one as well. Stanislaw, just 8 HP to work with. As he tries to get back inside of the site, Glaive knows he's going to be going to the bomb, so too will he, but doesn't want to overstep the mark. 2 kills already for Glaive. He's heard him tap it, and he'll run out to take down the Canadian. It's 7-1 for Astralis.
And trying to make Astralis run down the clock and make the next move. They'll buy up into this round. They've got 4 for masses, no kits, no orb, and an AUG in the hands of Def. It really is not looking too good for them, as they'll lose the most significant weapon they have early on. They've done damage, and they'll get their first kill. That's still such an advantage for the T side now. For Mass, not an ideal weapon against the AKs.
Zipex checking out the ramp at this point.
Well, they seem to be able to walk in there every single round, it seems.
I think they've become well aware of the fact that every time they get someone lower, it's Ricky that they're finding down there, and he's the ramp player.
Yes.
So that means he's rotating really early. This time he just gets pushed off, so now he's not only not downstairs, he's also still not at ramp. And I'm wondering if maybe it's time to double the ramp position. If you can't win it, you could put 2 there, 1 to rotate lower or push through.
Get the AWP there set up. Maybe have some more rifles towards secret steps at the start, something like that, just to mix it up a bit. But right now they've got to focus on this situation. They are running out of utility on the CT side, and again, it's a single kill as Magus just walks into ramp room and hands himself 2 frags. He goes down to 4 HP, but I'd imagine he's camps the back box now. Stanislaw at least gets 1 on the trade, but at this point, nothing. And Stanislaw up against the 3-on-2. Time is ticking away, but you can see the bomb's actually heading towards lower right now. That's on the back of Glaive as they get closer and closer towards the bomb site.
Door open. You could see nothing was trying to get inside his secret just to keep himself alive. Squeaky, that is, rather. But you're right, Zipex already has Stanislaw. They're everywhere. compLexity doesn't have an answer.
Looks like the streak of Astralis on Nuke is safe for now. If I had to hazard a guess at this point. Another opening kill for compLexity. They've had plenty of those. They haven't necessarily translated to round victories, though. I think the AK's picked up. Yes, Stanislav's managed to grab it through the gap. They might have another kill here as well. Magisk tagged up and grenade comes in. Actually does a lot towards death. Lands right on him. As a booster, healthier player up. Not for long. He's being tagged himself, but he does get the frag.
Xyp9x will help himself toward decontamination.
Just nothing down there.
Good position. We talk about this, but Deagle, Xyp9x may not check it. Take that back. I don't know. I don't think nothing had to swing that, to be honest, but he was trying to get an angle because he didn't want to let him walk in and plant the bomb was the bigger issue, perhaps. Ricky got a Zeus kill last time. Let's see if he finds another because it's all they've been able to get so far. It's Xyp9x this time. I think it was Glaive last time, if I'm not mistaken, but 1 on 2. Bomb not yet planted. It'll go down at the upper site. I suppose if he secures himself a kill in an AK, fine, but rounds are going to be more important than Zeus kills. 9-1 looking likely for astralis on the T side.
Yeah, he's got no shouts in this one. No armor, no nades, no kit.
Still very much a North American org.
compLexity just looking to salvage anything here. If they can get a few rounds on the board, at least give them at least some hope at digging their heels in the next half, that would be fine. At this point, this is the most CT-sided map in the pool, and you're getting absolutely wrecked. Opening kills haven't been the problem. They've got those a lot. It's just closing things out seems to be where things get a little bit more complicated for them.
Glaive goes around to the main entrance doorway, but he's actually just going to hold station for a moment because Dupree's in a battle with Shazam, who's actually come out on top of that with the AWP. So 2 kills finally now for compLexity, but those are turned immediately. How fast is astralis? It's nothing coming back out from Hut that finds 2, and it's the second round for compLexity. 3 stay alive.
At least his vision is blocked. There is a CT in position, and there's a couple outside this time. Def will find the first frag to the in-game leader of astralis. That's Glaive going down.
Don't wait for Dupree to get on. Oh, Twinkie to try and get a shot back. He got dinked up twice there. Def actually hit him with a headshot the first time, but it barely did any damage. Magisk was just holding to make sure the bomb didn't get found, but Def finally taken down by Device. He got 3. As Magisk clipped the wall. Still, even with those 3, it's only a 1-man advantage. And an aid thrown to Shazam's going to force him off Turnpike further. Nothing. He's getting aggressive, isn't he? Already pushed into lobby.
It's a one-and-done spot, but that's actually perfect for this scenario, right? We'll see if this works out. He's seen the Molotov from radio.
Problem with that, okay, he's got it. He might actually get into secure position against Device. It's an AWP, they forced him out, that works. I was gonna say, the problem is if they don't peek from main where he was looking and the guy beside him walked out, thankfully he saw that Molotov.
Just to know, nothing could have got an AK there.
Well, Def got 3 kills with it outside, which now amounts to the 3rd round for compLexity. Dupree takes nothing out of midair. How fast were they through Hut? He was still getting secure on top of the site. They're gonna go through the flames twice as much. Magisk wants to enter. Device thought Magisk cleared it, but that's exactly when they walked out from behind the silos. Ricky gets a kill, and Stan pushes forward. It's all on to Xyp9x. He's downstairs, though. He's evaded them all. He'll shut the door behind him. He'll get the plant. Fast peek. This could be, and it could be Xyp9x going down. He's got the knife out. Not ready for Shazam. And it's 4 now for compLexity. 3 in a row.
You can see how important the utility is on the CT side. It's a perfect demonstration. If they do try and rush upper, and you can do the first player came with the ladder, incendiary towards Squeaky Door, the second as the Hut. And when they get close, it showed us Shazam as he'll nail the first. And now he knows he's under pressure. He needs to hit every single shot.
He's doing it. They're turning this around, compLexity. astralis changing the pace, got caught out a few times. Device does hit 1 deke from way downtown. Shazam goes out of the round with 2 kills, and Device, well aware of who he killed and what weapon he had, goes around to get the AWP, and as soon as he gets it, he finds Def way back towards CT. Hasn't had to do a lot, hasn't had to be a highlight machine so far, Device, but more than capable. As soon as he picks up the op, knew the exact angle of where to look. He'll now hold at red crate. If he goes any further forward, Stanislaw is waiting with the M4. They might actually push this as well. He's back over to the Deagle, but he has the angle lined up. AWP swings out. Got traded. Ricky was there. That's why they went. That's why they had the courage to do so. Bomb gets planted, and it's on to Magisk. He's got one already toward the stairs. That'll give him an AUG to pick up. Doesn't have to peek on Ricky as of yet, but spots him. Now they have the information. Xyp9x pops out of the vents. They're everywhere.
Device and his Deagle. It's all falling apart here in the Counter-Strike world. Nothing makes sense. And Stanislaw again finds him the opening pick, but that really has not proven to be a recipe for success. They have got a 5-on-3 here. Ricky aggressive towards ramp. Will take down the second. But it's the final round. No saving here. Glaive is actually all the way down here. And Ricky detects it. That should be it now. 10-5.
We'd normally say 10-5's a great score to have on Nuke if you were on the opposing side.
Yes. If you're on the CT side, it's actually pretty terrifying.
dupreeh upstairs. Bomb is in the hands of Xyp9x. So it's a 5-on-2. It's now a 3-on-2. As Xyp9x gets nothing pushing through from the ramp as well. And you can see compLexity. They're getting picked off one by one in too many situations. Shazam scoped in. I think they heard that. That would have been audible from that point. So they're already going to try and smoke him off the angle. Molotov, even better. So he can't just stand there. He's got to remove himself completely. And as a flash comes through from Main, it actually blinds up both, but they can't afford to push that either. So this suddenly becomes astralis with the advantage. Clever positioning from Xyp9x. He's going to go all the way up on top of the hut. Knows Shazam wants to come back in from that angle, but has to get off because dupreeh gets in a battle. Xyp9x can control the peak. 1-on-2. Finds Def walking in already. They had no idea that he actually rotated back into the hut, and he just plays the bomb at this point. A 5-on-2, and with one shot, Xyp9x finds 11 as they pull it back together.
I think we all know at this point that compLexity need this one, and not a good start for them. dupreeh, though, who will be finding the bomb at least. How many headshots are these guys going to get? Not enough, it seems. Stanislaw nothing replying. All the kills happening at Squeaky Door right now. 3-on-2 in favor of astralis. Actually, it's 2-on-2 now.
Maybe it's their turn to win a 5-on-2.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Magisk, who was quiet in the first half, comes out and gets both. He was getting shut down outside on silo by Def.
Just didn't seem like it. compLexity could contain them. They got plenty of openers. They had a 5-on-2 in round number 15. They couldn't convert to a victory.
Good find from Ricky, at least, as they blinded dupreeh heading in, but they still haven't moved Magisk from the back of the site. And he'll remove Ricky. He got Glaive beforehand, so they got a second kill from him. Found a third from Shazam. Smoke down. He's going to push it, and he's underneath of Shazam, so he wouldn't be able to spot him. Flash is perfectly timed. He doesn't even worry about the second player, just gets back to safety. He'll play the angle, but Shazam's got the shot.
So is Device.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
That wasn't bad from him, and he got another as well. It's Ricky and nothing. With not a lot on the table, I'm afraid. Deagles, Ricky's been tagged somewhat, and it's not a matter of if, it's when astralis win this round. As they wait for Ricky, who's had a very quiet showing by his standards. Didn't have many kills in the first half. I think he finished on 5, a couple of them being Zeus frags.
That's a fair point, yeah. It's interesting how he was right, but yet couldn't implement it. I think that's now that people are more used to it and the meta's changed.
So
it's comfortable.
filthy.
That is very nice. Positioning is brilliant from Glaive. Edge of the railing, just enough of an elevation. Device, Molotov's off the ramp, tries to slow them down. He's hoping that if that funnels them, they back away on Turnpike. That's why Magisk held station rather than trying to peek out against 4 of them. Instead, now dupreeh gets lower. He gets into control. Device watches right side. He covers left. Everyone's got a shooting gallery. dupreeh steps out, gets taken down, but Glaive gets 2.
Stay on board with the Twitter as well.
Well, probably for the sake of convenience and keeping everyone in one place and not having to jump around, they'll probably show the second half of that game on this stream.
That's a good idea.
It won't be us. They'll
No.
just take basically the feed and split it to both channels, but keep everyone happy. You can stay here and chat with probably less spam than that one will have.
Well, for now at least, compLexity have got a couple of kills outside. Remember, the 5-on-2s have seemed to be their downfall. Now they've got a 5-on-3. astralis still in the round. Maybe not for long, though. Great flank from Stanislaw. dupreeh needs to try and fend him off, but he can't do it. It's now just Xyp9x. He'll be coming in from the ladder here. Gets the flash in. Great little approach there. Fortunate not to get the kill. It's Stan, the man, to get it done. He gets 2 kills. Same story for Ricky. At this point, just making sure the scoreline looks a little bit more competitive than 16-4. They can get some back-to-back rounds here, get warmed up, and feel like they did some damage. That would be enough. No one was expecting to win this game, like regardless of the map. They've come in with a stand-in essentially in the form of Nothing, who only fills in the tournaments now when required.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's moved on to greener pastures, perhaps, doing a lot of streaming and promotional work. Great ambassador for the game, no doubt. Shotgun top hut, not uncommon. It actually gets overrun. It is Nothing that's going to take down Dupree. So at 15-5, they might get a second round as well because it's just Zipex and Device. Very fast play from compLexity and Stan. He's even got Device down. It's all to Zipex, who has information as to where he's gone, but still has 3 to find. Not a lot of money left over for Astralis otherwise.
Astralis won't be closing it out just yet, it seems. Zipex gets up the ladder again, is looking for any stragglers, and if he can recover the AWP potentially, that would be something. He's just gonna wait, try and find the weapon. It's actually dropped down beneath him. And presumably head towards CT spawn, sorry. And save the weapon. Look at all the kit he's got as well. He's got a smoke, incendiary, flash, HE, diffuse kit. A very valuable save. So, worth it. They won't be able to buy around this, but at least actually have a chance of winning the round and give that to Device. Maybe not going to be the case considering Zipex has the armor, and he's never really...
Means you don't have a lot of time to reset. You certainly don't have a lot of time to counter-strat the team you're about to match off against. As they do the reseeding, it's not really a draw anymore, so it's unfair to call it a redraw. But when the bracket's redesigned, Nothing. He'll hold. Device walks into that, and he gets him down. So for that sake, for all those reasons I just said, it's important for compLexity to just get some rounds under the belt today because it's another best of 1 and you don't want to go 0-2 tonight.
They did get the orb to Device. Just to know that, Zipex has recovered it from his corpse. And, wow, okay, Glaive, that's ambitious and it all works out for him. Now, with the orb in the hands of Zipex, who knows what he can do? A lot of work, it seems. That's not bad. He played with a shotgun towards main entrance. He's hoping that show from Zipex will potentially yield him a frag. Stannis thought towards heaven, though. And Zipex,
oh my,
on for another kill. Dupree did damage.
You said 4 in 2018, he's got 2 this round.
That was me plucking out.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was. But it was something
4
low.
sounds ridiculous.
That's the point I was making. I didn't think we'd ever analyze it, but
well,
I should
did.
take it back.
Foot and mouth, he's got 3 this round. He's a superstar.
He's going to double his total of 2018 right here, right now.
Oh
He's
my.
done it.
He's got
God.
4 already. It's so funny you said that number, and that's what he gets in 1 round on the op after we just said he never ops.